And hello and welcome back to the Media Gamers podcast. Let's just say this is gonna be episode 4.5, 4.5, whatever you want to call it, where we include the final topic from our last podcast. Hope you enjoy it, and here we go.
So the final topic of today: times when we have experienced racism, the big R word. Little bit of the M words, the P words, the C word. Yeah.
The C word. Oh yeah, the C word.
I want juicy stories because, in all honesty, all of us are ethnic. We all have at least one. Actually, I'm trying out my bag. We have at least five.
Five.
I mean,
I wouldn't say so, you know.
I mean, I've
So
had
you have not
encounters.
got 5 racist experiences in your lifetime, Zach.
Remember,
But-
my name is my name. We're not going to bait out the full government on here, but my name is my name. So some of the most direct forms of racism that comes apart because of your name and people making prejudgments don't happen to me. They're
Zach,
expecting a Jewish man to walk through in the wall,
Aye,
walk through when I come in.
you do realize I know you have 5 because you literally went high school with me, and I know I took the piss out of you being African a good couple of times in our friendship. So you
Are
definitely
we
have.
counting
I am
that?
4 of them.
Are we counting that?
Yes, that's racism. You don't know.
Oh. No, because black people are part of the same race with different ethnicities.
I can be racist to someone who stole my race.
No,
Say
you can
no
be
more.
discriminative, not racist.
I mean,
I
before
thought
you
we
even
were mainly talking about other races and the Oyimbos.
that's it. Oyinbo.
Oyinbos. Oh my god.
Oyinbos. Anyway, I'll go first. Then. So I used to work in this place, this baked good place. I'm not gonna say where.
What's a baked goods? What's a baked goods?
It's this baked
Big
good
Glenn
place.
slapping them
And
great goods to people, bro.
for some reason, they had the smart idea of making our opening hours a lot later. So it was just me and this other manager. So it was me and this guy, who, to be honest, isn't that much older than me. But it was me and this guy. It is important to the story. He is white. And we were just packing stuff away. And like it was coming up to the end of the day. It was literally like 15 minutes before we closed. And then I was listening to this song. There's a song on the radio. You know how the radio just got like all these pop artists or whatever. So I was like, I wonder who this is. Because you know when it sounds like an artist, it sounds like Demi Lovato or something, but you know it's not because it's like too urban or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, who's this? And we're talking to him because I was like, maybe you'll know. And he was like, oh, I don't know. It's probably some white girl trying to be a nigger. And I was like, oh,
Huh?
oh,
Come again?
okay.
God.
Oh,
I was
so
not expecting
in that moment, because that's the first, I was like, at the time, I was like 16, 17. And in that moment, I've just been like, that's my first like, proper.
in front of you.
It wasn't my first brush with racism, but it was like where someone actually had a position of power. You know what I mean? Like, even if I did go to a manager, would they believe me? Like, that type of like influence where it's like, I don't know if I should even say, if I can say anything. You know what I mean? So in that moment, I literally just froze. And then he realized, I think he looked at me, this guy could actually just, because he's not, like, I was a big, even at 17, I was a big guy. And he was like, kind of frail. So he kind of looked at me and was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I never say that word. I need to wash my mouth out with soap." He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then like just carried on as normal, and he was super nice to me like the rest of the shift. And it was like
HR.
weird. Like this guy is like, and well, if it happened now, then yeah, because you can actually not benefit from it, but you can actually get a result from it, if that makes sense. Back then, I was like, to be honest, I've seen the way they actually handle situations. A lot of the time, they just like to brush it under the carpet. So there was actually no point. I still wanted to swing him. That's the thing. In the moment, I think you're so shocked that like something like that has been said or even uttered. So you just don't know how to react. And then later on, you're just kind of deep. It's like, he really said that to me, of all people as well. Like, I don't know. I know that's not his only. That wasn't even his only like incident with that stuff as well. The only reason he apologized to me, he was like 3 years older, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So he's
The
young.
only reason he apologized to me was because he knew like I could actually wanted to. if I wanted to. When it came to like there was only one other black girl there. She was only there sometimes. And you know that song when it was like, I think it's the Chris Brown and Lil Dicky song. I was like, oh, and I was
Oh,
like, what up, man, nigga? What up?
my
He used to
least
sing
favorite
that.
song to hear. I
He
swear
used
down.
to, he used to sing that bit over and over again, even if it wasn't playing on the radio around
Oh
her.
no.
If he's walking past her, he's singing it loud to make sure that she can hear it, just to make her uncomfortable. It was so weird. So I knew the fact that yes, he says it. Like I only realized that afterwards, but he's like, yes, he says it. And the only reason he apologized to me about it was because he got scared.
Because he was afraid of the physical consequences.
Exactly. He doesn't care otherwise.
Go get his ass beat. Go catch
Yeah.
his fade.
But that's me,
Bro.
man.
Anyway, we don't advocate violence. We're law-abiding citizens. None of
I
that
mean,
malarkey.
when violence is deserved.
Nah.
Nah, okay, there, okay, there,
we
okay,
don't
there.
we don't advocate, man.
We
We
don't.
don't advocate.
We
And can I
don't.
just say we don't advocate drug use either? Time worms, none of that.
But if you're racist and certain things happen to you, that's your business.
That's equivalent exchange right there.
It won't happen by me, but it's your business.
If God guides my hand into your right cheek, who am I to stop His will?
For fuck's sake.
Who am I to stop Allah's will? If he accidentally just lifts my hand and it ends up clapping you in your temple and you get knocked out like Deontay Wilder, who am I to stop God's plan?
God's plan starts playing in the background.
Now we've got to
Alhamdulillah.
think of a white man that got knocked out, man. You can't be losing Deontay.
That's a black lives matter. Black
Brother,
lives matter.
the white youths have been winning recently. I don't know what's going on. The black guys need to arise.
With
Listen,
Tyson Fury and to be honest, I just
uh,
called the other guy I'm very feel. That's what he said. I'm very
Usyk.
feel.
We need to think of someone that what's his name? Kamara Usman's rushed recently.
Listen,
That
Knocked
thing,
out like
American brother.
Masvidal. Knocked out like Masvidal.
listen. The man them need to stop taking their brethren to the jerk chicken shop. Stop taking them to the jerk chicken shop. Stop giving them the powers. Stop giving
What
them Magnum. Stop.
is it
Why am
because
I
of
me?
he can say Wagwan?
I can't lie to you. You don't know how many of my white brethren are put onto Magnum and Wagwan. It's ridiculous at this point.
Stop giving them the power of the herbs. Stop giving them
Listen,
the herbs.
I've been taking it much longer than them. They can't defeat me.
You will learn when the sergeant just rock up to you. You will learn.
Nah, you see the Slazengers, them man, they are different. They eat borscht.
Oh, if I see slashes at the gym, I'm gone. I'm
They
actually
drink
gone.
beer for breakfast, bro. They're
I'm
mad.
gone. I
They
had a
eat
guy
a
rock up
borscht
to me at
and
the gym.
drink beer for breakfast.
A guy
I'm
rocked
not.
up to me at the gym a month ago while I was doing I was midway through my set. Some wedge
Run
program,
away, run away.
lozenges, and he was like, "You almost finished, my friend?" No, yeah, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
done.
man.
Whenever
I'll
you
find
want
another,
to
I'll find
finish,
another
I'm
bench.
finished.
I'll
That's
actually
that's,
find
that's all
another.
you.
That's all you, bro. You can take it. Yeah, that's your bench now.
Oh.
I'm not messing with that. We don't do that. That's why running into fire. We don't do it. You were saying whose turn was it?
Zach went first, so whoever wants to go next. I've got bet.
No,
You man know
wait,
I've
I
got you
went
man.
first.
Oh wait, no, you went first and Zach went. Yeah, mobs
Yeah.
and shit
No,
because
I
I've
haven't
got.
done the racism yet, but we knew.
I thought you did.
Oh, yeah, Zach, go.
I'm
Yo,
good.
we
I'm
might as
good. I'm good. The thing is, I don't have that many experiences. Like the one experience I can maybe talk about is when I was younger. I was on a bus with my brother, and there was like these just when you just get like shithead kids, like really annoying little kids that just decide they want to be rude to everyone on the bus. So to the old lady, they were like, "Oh, you old hag." To this disabled person, they used the CR words, and then they were like, "Oh," and to the two black boys, "You're niggers." I said, "Pardon?"
Huh? What was the reason?
And the thing is, I must have been about 15 at this time, and I was with my brother, so he would have been about 11 or 10, and they were around his age. He immediately got up and tried to fight them, and I had to just hold him down on the bus because we're on the bus and we're black, and the area we lived in at the time, Khalid knows, them kind of places there, they will call the police on you. If you are black and they see a problem with white kids, you are getting the police called on you. So I just said to my brother, sit down. So then these just relax. So after I've calmed them down, I called the kids over. I was like, hey, you, both of you, I want to talk to you. Come over here now. And they were kind of like shitting it a little bit. But I said, listen, I'm not even going to come on an Aggie thing. I'm going to educate them. So I sat down and I educated them. I said, listen, I know that you guys want to be rude to everyone on the bus and you think that it's okay to just talk the way you want to talk, but it's not. That word that you just said is
Okay,
very hurtful.
okay,
That word that you said is very hurtful. Do
okay,
you know the origins? Do you know the meaning behind that word? And they were like, no.
okay.
So I educated them. I told them the meaning behind the word. They apologized. My brother still looked like he want to say ying them, but it is what it is. So I made them, well, not made them, but they came to an apology of their own volition. And that was pretty much it. And that's like the first kind of overt racism I had in my life, really. That's the one I can really talk about.
Okay.
At least you educate.
Pardon?
No, I said at least you actually use it as like a point to educate them.
That's it. It was a learning curve type of moment. Not really. Because at the end of the day, they were kids. They don't know. If they're older,
How old did they look?
they were, in the end, I found out they were like 9 or 10.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh God.
So you just imagine what kind of shit they're hearing at home. That's where it comes from.
Mm.
Maybe if their dad was on the bus, it would be a different story.
I mean, where do you think they probably learned it from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said. If their dad was on the bus, it might have been a different story.
Yeah.
But they're little kids. They're probably just repeating words that they've heard. And they were just trying to be dickheads on purpose. So it was just one of those things.
Okay, so that's that done. Anyone else? Experiences with racism.
What about you, Mobs? I think I want to go last again because I got like 6 stories I can probably talk about at this moment in time.
I'll just keep mine simple. I was playing football, Monday nights. There was a man, I'd say around mid-20s. I was like 18, mid-20s. I think I fucked him up a couple times on the wing. And I was running back one time, and then he like shrugs me. He's like, "You fucking packy." I was like,
Oh my god.
Mad.
And
Do
I
you know
was
what the
like,
thing is? That's not even a mad thing because that is actually just generally what happens at football matches, which is rather sad. But
Yeah. No, it's just the vim he said it with. I was like, I can imagine.
They said it Vim, but I don't blame him. That man was on the floor.
I said it with him. I probably would have called me the same thing.
I'd have
if I
called
was in your
myself.
position, I would understand. I would understand. Oh
That
my
man's usual
days.
racism, when you're younger. Oh, do you have curry every day? Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's
I
the
used to get.
usual. It's
Do I
the
know
usual.
Bob Marley? Do I smoke?
Oh my
I'd be like,
Oh,
yeah.
what about
Bob
the?
Marley's my
How'd
uncle.
you get your hair like that? Can I touch it? Imagine, oh, my half cousin's black. Please,
I've lived
please.
in like Coventry, like West Midlands.
Oh
That
God.
the amount of people that I used to have cane rows as well. The amount of people that used to come up and ask to touch their hair was mad. Like so many people, like literally, it was like, you felt like a celebrity for the first few days. People literally just want to feel it. Never seen black people before. But it's weird because the uni is so diverse. But if you go out of the uni at any point,
Yeah.
Coventry, it's wow. They do not know what to do with you, man.
Oh
But yeah,
my. Oh my god, bro.
Rashid, you go.
Rashid, you got any?
Experience of racism and stuff like that. Back in high school, I was called Blackanese because of my almond-shaped eyes, which people would say are chinky.
That's a black. Do you know the thing is? I remember that phrase as well. That was bare. That was just bare rude when you look back. That's a black and ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, oh, I'm exotic. Yeah, look at them eyes. You're not just black, are
A lot
you?
of
It's
phrases,
like, it's a bit mad, fam. Like,
but there's a lot of phrases where you look back, you didn't realize at the time, like half caste. That was
Bruv,
Yeah.
that's another
that
one.
was a racist phrase.
half caste and quarter caste.
Quarter
Mm.
caste,
Where do you
yeah,
go from here, fam?
half caste. And they're using it as a 9-year-old thinking it just.
It means somebody's mixed race, isn't it?
I mean, something
Yeah.
that someone's a misrace, but when you think about half caste, literally means half a person. Is what it means.
It's referring to cast iron. Like, cause do you remember James from church?
It's
The
been a long
tall one
time.
that
It's been a long
you
time since I stepped in the church, bro.
Yeah, as soon as I heard church
you know
and
the
Khaled in
tall
the
one
same
that used,
sentence, I was like, what?
you know the tall one that used to kick ball with us.
Yeah.
Remember, we were like we were just discussing our backgrounds and stuff, and someone must have used the term half caste. He said, "Hey, please don't call me that. That's not me." And
Mm.
he just like educated us, and from that day, I never used that term to describe mixed race people because obviously from the backgrounds we're from, our parents use those type of phrases. Just that's what they grew up on. That's what they know. But when you really dig deep into it, it's not on.
Yeah, I hear you. Fucking hell, bro. Oh boy. Anyone else got any more stories before I go? Because I'm probably gonna take like a good 10, 20 minutes out of this.
Go for it, bro.
All right,
Go on.
so let's start from young. We have primary school, year 6. I got called nigger
Oh
by a white
bush.
by a white boy. I think Zach
You did do
remembers
an
the
ad.
story. Zach
That's why I
did
said
it.
go bush because I know what he did.
He basically, I can't even remember why he called me the N word. I think he was
Football.
having, well, yeah. It was, yeah, we was playing football on concrete in our primary school, innit? And then it was like the end of lunch. I can't remember what I did to him. All I remember is he called me the N word, and I just banged him in his face and broke his glasses. Like this was before man was in counselling or got any therapy or anything like that. I literally, he just called me the N word, and I don't know where it was. Just banged him in his face and broke his glasses.
On the job. Early.
That's
Bro,
it. Drake, start banging racists in the face again. My new slogan.
then boy, where do we go from here? High school, you get the little prejudice incidents of like being Jamaican, we called a ganja farmer, weed smoker, Zach.
I'm sorry. I was just about to say I'm sorry. Hey, listen, they
Getting,
gave it to me about being African too. We were both idiots.
but yeah, I'll go through high school getting those things. Like the high school ones is more banter, but you know the ones where you look back at it, it's like even hearing it as banter, it still has a little bit of an effect on you because
Some
then you
people say
associate.
Vim.
Yeah, because then you associate yourself and your people with those traits. Like, oh yeah, you Jamaicans are weed smokers, ganja farmers. All you're good at is running. Da 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 da. Um, yeah, weed growers, weed smokers. Jesus Christ, whatever else I can remember off the top of my head. Then, oh my god, yeah, college. Oh my god, flipping college.
Yeah.
I will say this with my whole chest. Anyone who listens to this podcast who's going to attend a college, I went to East Surrey College. Do not go to East Surrey College if you're of ethnic minority status because you will hate it there. You will have worse experiences, and it was actually just dreadful, bro. That going to that college is where my depression started, fam. Like, oh my days. Like, I think basically I did forensic science, applied science, forensic science. One of my teachers was a police officer who is on murder investigations. Like he used to be a gun fed. He was on murder investigation. Like when people get killed in and around Surrey, around South Croydon ends wise, he would be tasked with looking after it. So basically, one of our lessons with him, he was talking to us about a child murderer in it. And basically, the child murderer, it was his daughter, his 2-month-old daughter. And basically, because I don't even want to be too graphic, but let's just say he defiled her body and then killed her.
Oh gosh.
So, but here's the kicker, fam. Imagine now in the middle of the class. Bearing in mind, I was the only black person in my class. I think I was the only black boy in my class, and and surprise, surprise, I was from South London as well. All my apart from one black girl who left after the first year, there was all white people who were 16 driving polos, Mini Coopers. Oh, yeah, guys, once I finish college today, I'm gonna go ride my horses. Like them type of people. These times that I'm talking about, yeah, man's going to go work at Corey's PC. I'm 69, I need money. He's not saying, yeah, I'm gonna go out with my family. My dad's gonna take us to this fancy 5-star restaurant. Da 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 da. I'm gonna go ride my horses. Da 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 da. Like it was one of them ones, innit? So imagine now in the middle of the class when we talk about this child murderer, the guy basically, obviously, because he performed sexual acts on the baby, yeah. my teacher was like, "Oh, because the guy was not, he was basically taking the piss out of the guy. Like he was one of the old school white police officers, you know, racist banter, lad banter. Oh, he goes for a drink at the pub, them type of ones, innit? So obviously now my man's gone. Oh, he didn't have that big of a penis, so he had a diagram of like a baby and showed pointing to where the guy's penis actually got to from. Then imagine in front of everyone in my class,
What?
he goes, "Oh, Khaled." Then imagine in front of everyone in my class, he goes, "Khaled, oh, you're a black lad. You probably would, if it was you who did it, your penis would probably hit the top of the baby's head."
Fuck sake.
What?
Bait in,
I don't even
bait,
know what to say to that.
bro, bait in the middle. Like when I told you college was one of the worst experiences I had in my life, bro. Like sometimes I just have to laugh it off. Fam, bait in the middle of the class said that. I was like, huh? Like and you know the ones that he's actively an actual fed. Like he does teach you 1 day a week, and he's a fed 6 days a week. So you know the ones there. If I say anything loose, I'm actually will get arrested at this moment in time.
No, but it's scary to think those are the people when you call and you beat
They're supposed to protect you.
And they wonder
your
why people
house.
them.
Fam,
Yeah.
and oh, bro, there's more stories. There was a time where in his class we was talking about drugs and shit, and he was like, "Oh, Clid, you seem like you're a good laugh when you smoke." I was like, "Huh?" I
You
was like,
told you I
"What?"
smoke?
You get it? You know, once I'm sitting there, like, I don't smoke. And he's like, "Oh, wink. Of course you don't."
Hey.
But you gotta fight this guy, bro.
I
What?
mean, you probably did at the
Man, I
time, but
do not
that's
smoke.
not his business.
Uh,
Jesus.
and it was just like, "Oh, okay." That you know the ones that he's just like, "Okay."
That's what I'm
Funny
saying. When they're it's different when they're in a position of power.
Uh-huh.
It's someone like on your level or another student, you bang them in the face like you did in primary school. But when it's someone
Mm,
with like, power over, you kind of just have to take it. As
fam.
mad as it seems, you kind of literally just have to
Yeah,
like, almost brush it off.
helpless.
What else do we have in there? Oh my god, there was a time in class in college again where a girl basically this was college times was when I was on Afro when the high tops were in style. Like Zach remembers I used to go get a high top, get sponged and everything like that at
Yep.
the barbers. Fam, there was one time I was combing out my afro. Like I used to have long hair. Like if I kept my hair from college till now, I'd probably be able to plait it and them things there. So it was one of those ones where I was in class using my black power afro comb. Like we all, every black child who had an afro had that one black power afro comb with the fist at the top of it. So man's now just combing my hair, sitting in class, combing my hair as I'm listening to the teacher. Imagine now this girl sits on the table behind me, takes my comb, is like, "Oh, can I touch your hair?" You know the ones that I'm in it's such an awkward situation. I'm just like, okay. And she's like, "Oh, is this your comb? Oh, can I comb your hair? Oh, I have a mixed race cousin. I do his hair all the time, so I know what I'm doing." Bro, my afro has never been so uneven in my life.
Oh God.
Tell me slanting down the right hand side like fucking Mount Everest, bruv. And if like, oh, bruv, I could actually keep going on about college, but let me not actually trigger myself before I go to bed tonight. And then even to this day, like the other day was in the kebab shop. Some white brother stepped on my shoes. Like obviously, yeah, like some of my shoes. Obviously, I'll happily admit I don't keep some of my shoes in the best condition. But you know the ones where you have that favorite pair of shoes, even if they're not the most clean, they're your favorite pair of shoes. And when someone fucks with your favorite pair of shoes, you feel a certain type of way.
Yep.
So
Mm.
man's wearing the J's. I'm wearing my favorite J's in my cream J's with the red laces. You man see me wear them pretty much all the time. Those are my favorite shoes. Man's in the kebab shop. He steps on my toes. I'm like, so you're not gonna apologize for stepping on my toes? And that's man just calls me a monkey. Just calls me a monkey.
Oh,
Like
You bang him in the face, you are the bad guy. You're,
you know the ones there, man, just call me a monkey. You know the ones there is like, let me just leave the shop. Like, let me just leave the shop before I do something that's gonna get me arrested in these streets, bruv. And it's nuts, fam. Like the amount of racism. Like, oh my god, sometimes it's not even direct. Rashid and Glenn, I'm gonna bring up this thing from the other day. Let me just get the picture up. So,
oh,
what the other day?
yeah,
so
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah.
basically, one of I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim man. I'll happily admit I'm a Muslim man. I love my religion. I love who I am. So as being a Muslim, we interact with a lot of hijabis from from West Africa, Asian, like everywhere, European. We interact with a lot of Muslim people within the Islamic community. So one of our friends, I'm not going to say her name, but at this point, if you're watching this on YouTube, you will see the screenshot of what the brother said's coming up. But basically, she posted me, Glenn, and Rashid on her story because we all love going bowling. Like, we go out on motors as a group sometimes. It's good vibes. We love it.
Oh
We love
God.
it. We love it. Everything's blessed. So she has a guy in her DMs that she doesn't reply to. So, like, my brother always messages that, what's your name? Yo, what's good? Da 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 da. She don't reply. She posts on her story us lot, because it's a funny video because it basically shows Rashid how bad Rashid is at bowling.
Bro, I go crazy at bowling. What are you
You
talking
are
about?
100%.
You
Yeah,
go,
bro,
you
that's
you you go
honestly,
you go special at bowling.
I've
Yes, you
never
go special.
seen the ball spin as much as it does when he bowls.
But it's
Bro,
the,
I got
it's
And
it's
how he
the
does
fact
it.
that it spins into the gutter.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I don't understand how he does it. Like, where's the spin come in?
But so she posted us on her story, and we're all just laughing like, "Oh yeah, good times. We need to go out again. We need to do that again." The same guy in my friend's DMs now goes out, and I quote, "Your hijabi mates went bowling with 3 niggas. Where's your shame? Moving done out."
What?
Imagine,
God.
What?
God help that man. What on
yeah.
earth?
Yeah, Zach doesn't know about this, innit? Yeah.
I
oh
never
yeah,
heard this. What, are you serious?
Yeah.
bro. I'm looking
Mad.
at the screenshot right now,
What the
dog.
fuck?
That's actually mad.
I can't lie. Anyway, let me just not.
It was actually so fucking
It's so
hilarious
funny.
because
You can see all the previous messages. What's your name? Ed. Yo, Ed. You good? Yeah, Ed. Follow me again, Ed.
Ed,
Message. Your hijabi mates went bowling with 3 niggas.
Who is this,
Is
by
your
the way?
shame? We've been done now. And then we looked at the guy's profile. He's half Jamaican, I swear.
yeah,
What?
he is
Oh
He's
my
Jamaican and
god.
what? Jamaican and British? I don't know.
Sutton.
No,
I'm
he's just
think,
Jamaican. He's just Jamaican.
That
so
man's
man's
down bad one.
I
so
wouldn't
I'm
be
think,
surprised if he's not actually Jamaican and he changed his name when he found that he got screenshotted. And he's trying to make it look as if he's half black. I don't
Yeah.
appreciate focus, man.
fam. Oh my god, that was actually bloody, bro. Imagine that, like, man actually was dying for Nyash. Like, he actually wanted the pussy so bad that
That man turned
when he saw
racist.
man
Man
turned to
turned
racismo.
racist.
Man turned to racismo. Man dropped the Italian racismo with the finger
Bro,
movements as well.
can you imagine, bro?
Oh my, like,
That's actually mad, fam.
even then, like, there's still more stories I could talk about. Like, uni as a whole, bro. Like, meeting all these Asian girls, and then even the small microaggressions. Like, when we're playing table tennis with our Asian friends, having all the Asian brothers at uni staring down at us and giving us evil eye, not wanting to chat to us. Like, I have to say this. Like, Mobs and Mac, even though Mac's not here, Mobs and Mac are some of the nicest Asian brothers that I've ever met in my life. You know why? Because they actually talk
Cause
to us without prejudice. Every other Asian brother I have talked to since starting uni, as soon as they stay, it's like it's all blessed until they see me chilling with hijabis, and then it's all suddenly the vibes just
Why is
turn
the
up.
jealousy? It seems like pure jealousy, bro. Like, what
jealousy
you got?
is. It's definitely jealousy, man.
That's to be
Oh
one.
my,
That's so
They be
rough
getting
out,
no,
man.
they ain't getting no nyash. Stuff
fam!
out.
I have a friend whose name I'm not gonna mention because I don't want to impass her. But one guy was so stuck up on her, yeah, that when he was messaging her, because basically he messaged her saying, "Oh, he liked her, innit?" And basically he was like to her, "Oh, I like you, but you don't want to spend time with me. Da 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 da. You always want to spend time with Khalid. What is it that Khalid has that I don't?" I'm like,
You're a mess. You're a mess.
Yeah.
like, fam,
Put some
you know,
self-respect, bro. Jesus.
you know the ones there. Yeah, I'll openly admit I don't like causing issues for nobody. Actually, I'm chatting shit. I like being a menace sometimes. Being a menace is nice, making people causing passive relationships and them things there. It feels nice sometimes. No, I'm gonna be honest, because sometimes being a menace, especially the people actively don't like you. Like
That's to say fuck them, man.
bro, like it feels good to be a minister to people that don't like you. So when I'm seeing this brother messaging, crying his heart out at them things, they're saying, "Oh, I like you, but you're always spending your time with Khaled." I don't think you understand. I think I generally cried grown man tears as I was reading the messages. Like I was crying big man tears. Like it's actually nuts, fam. It's like,
Are you not
oh,
embarrassed?
oh my god, Zach! Remember the time when me and Malik was beefing Asian brothers from Leeds on Instagram?
Oh, and then me and
When they said, "Oh, send me your address. I'm from Leeds. I roll with real bad
I'm
man."
from Leeds, and then other one's like, "Oh, I'm from Birmingham. I'll fucking smash you, look." Oh my days.
Like me
And then they were
personally,
sending VNs, no?
yeah, bro. They went in our DMs and was messaging us, fam. Like in this life, yeah, that's just even personal experiences. That's not even going on to things like the police. Jesus Christ, I think I've been stopped and searched more times than all of you lot collectively.
Probably.
Like, it's actually nuts. Like that's not even going on to police and them things there. Like Zach knows about one time when I stepped out my gaff and got stopped and searched on my way to work, literally outside my gaff.
Wearing your lanyard for work.
Getting stopped and searched in school uniform, getting stopped and searched going to from my house to work, getting stopped and searched flipping walking from Morley's because I have a tracksuit on and I'm eating Morley's. Like, bro, do you know what the man? Do you know what the mad thing about it is? Not even to incriminate myself, but when I do questionable things, nothing ever happens. It's always when I'm on the straight and narrow doing good things like going to work, going to college, going to uni. Oh my god! Wait, Rashid, remember the time
Mhm.
outside Regent's campus when they had the event going
Oh,
on?
the event, yeah, with the white guy.
I don't even know this brother's name, but we had an event at our uni. There was an event happening for like a film festival or something. Imagine now, me and Rashid are leaving uni, and this brother comes up to us and he's like, "Oh, you lads seem like you're those type of guys. You know when I can get a little bit of."
I
Lord,
remember that.
That's a given. Oh, fuck's sake, man.
that's a
As much as
maddest.
it's peak, it's actually it's so bad. You can be standing on your own road. Do you know how many times I stood on my own road and somebody, oh yeah, do you sell? Do you sell? Do you sell?
Do I look like I saw? Like, bro, please.
Bro, like, oh
Bro,
goodness.
you won't even be wearing that attire. Like, you won't be wearing the go to tracksuit or anything like that. Yeah, you're just black, and they just assume that. Oh
You
yeah,
could just
you
be
must
chilling
know
outside waiting
someone.
for your Uber, bro.
Oh, Zach, remember the time in Camden when the white girls came up to us asking if we were selling weed?
Bro,
Like, it's
I
the
can't.
ones.
I can't even think of how many times now. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Like, the ones there. Like, sometimes I can be like, you know what? Some people are just fucking idiots. Like, you're just idiots. You're ignorant. It's understandable. But then other time, like, not even understandable. It's like okay, it's to be expected in certain areas. And sometimes it's like, brother, like you're born and raised in South London. How can you be racist when you live in such a multicultural area, bruv?
You know what I'm saying?
Make it make sense, man.
Like, even when it comes to things like what's it called? Like actually living in South the fear certain races have towards South London is also unnecessary as well. And I know it's perpetuated because of stereotypes that they make about black people. Like, oh, South London's so scary. You guys do stabbings and this, that, and the other. Like these times there, I'm hearing it from people who live in Forest Gate and Newham. Allow it, bruv. You're
To
Even
be
talking to
honest,
from
I
me,
feel like
West, bro.
it's partially movies as well. 'Cause a lot of old movies I used to watch, like Scare, Adulthood,
another hood. Attack
Motherhood,
the block.
Brotherhood, Attack the
Attack
Block,
the
all
block.
in
All
South,
of them.
all in South. So the way it's perpetuated in media
Even
as
Blue
well.
Story, fam.
Even
Even
that
though
night,
even
you
though a
know
lot of
that
the
night
scenes were,
advert. That night advert was like, oh, you know what? You think you have it hard? I have to ride through Peckham at
At
night.
night.
It doesn't help,
I remember I
bro.
was clutched in Morley's.
I mean, Peckham is the hellhole, but that's another story for another day.
Honestly, fam, it's just like when man's sitting here and I'm thinking, rah, you man really think this about man before you even get to know me. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, all the man them are nice guys. This is why we have so many friends. Obviously, having so many friends comes with its own issues, but this is why we always make friends and make get comfortable and friendly with people we meet because we're nice people, bro. Like when man first meet people that are what area are you from? And I say South London, the look of fear in their eyes, like I'm about to jack their purse. And then they hear me speaking, it's like, oh, you're actually rather nice. I didn't think someone from South London would be like you. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Just a headache every
Man,
time.
man.
What do you think I'm about to go film a dual music video and be on GRM, bruv? Like, what the fuck, bruv? Like, honestly, it's actually so nuts. Like, and the other things we've only lightly touched on some of the racist experiences we've probably had. There's probably some experiences that we don't even deep that are racist until like we're gonna get to like 30, 40 years old. And we're like, hold up 1 second.
Do you know what it is? As you've been speaking, it's made me deep other experience and remember
Yeah,
them.
hundred
But
percent.
as black people, we just bury them deep and sometimes put it to the back of our mind unless it's so overt. So for me, when I first spoke, I just spoke about the time when I actually heard the N word. But there's so many other things.
Bro, even small things like going corner shops and the shopkeeper in the corner shop not putting the change in your hand but putting it on the desk and make you pick it up.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Even listen, the amount of times because my mom is very light in it. She's fully black, but she's very light. She could almost be depending on how she does her hair, like she maybe like creams her hair or she straightens her hair. She could actually be white passing. Or not even white, but I was gonna say something dumb there, I'm not gonna say but not even white, but as in like quite very light in complexion. So she doesn't
Yeah.
look like my mom half the time. So when I'm in supermarkets and I'm getting followed around, or I'm in clothing stores, I'm getting followed around by security guards. I think they're being smart, and they don't care about how I feel about it. They're not even hiding. They're making it obvious that they're following me around. My mom literally taps them on their shoulder because my mom's short and she'll reach out and tap them on their shoulder and just be like, "Yeah, why are you following my son?" And they're flabbergasted because they don't know that she's my mom. She doesn't. They don't know that I'm with her. And to be honest, when I'm at that age as well, I was like 16. When I'm at that age as well, I don't look like a child. Like I was tall from like quite a young age as well. I started getting facial hair quite early as well. A lot of like these black kids don't look like kids, especially if it depends on the way they're dressed. It depends on the way the style, the time. But they don't look like kids. They're treating you like a full grown adult already. Yeah.
That's the
And
worst
then
part.
they're fully treating you like a full grown adult. And the fact, even when I was with my sister one time, I was picking up my sister from school. I was like 17, 18 at the time. And this guy my mom wasn't there, but there was this other guy, this black guy with dreadlocks. And he saw the security guard like following me around. And I'm about to go join the line to go like pay for my stuff now. All I hear behind me is that you should be ashamed of yourself. And so I turn around and the guy with dreadlocks has tapped the security guard and is like, literally, you've been following that black boy. You are black yourself. And actually, I feel like I get profiled more from black security guards more than any other
That's what I was just about
Yeah.
to say. It's the black security guard. That's
class
the
or any.
worst part.
Yeah, it's mad. Black security guards profile you way more than like white security guards do at like in every situation. But in most situations I've been in. So he literally was turning to him and was like, you should actually be ashamed of yourself because you're profiling another black kid. Like realistically, could be your son. Like I'm sure your son's around the same age, and you're profiling him, you're following him around the store, making him feel uncomfortable. Like me, I had for headphones in it, so I didn't even notice too much. And to be honest, what can you do if someone's following you around the store? You're still gonna have to go get the stuff you need to get. So I don't really pay
Mm.
too much attention to it. But the guy fully stopped him and he looked at me and was like, "No, you carry on about your day, and you don't need to worry yourself with this." And he was there for time, just like not moaning at him, but like fully telling him off because he fully followed me around. I was in the shop for like 5 minutes. He was always there, always in the same
Mm.
area. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It's just disappointing to see, and
No, honestly, fam, it's like I'm 21 years old and I'm teaching people who are older than me about racism. Like during lockdown, I'm not even gonna say the person I was with because I don't know how comfortable they'll be with me including them in the story. But I was out with one of my friends and we was basically in central London. Now we met two white guys. They were actually rather nice. Like they generally just engaged in conversation. It was like we haven't seen anyone because of lockdown. We just want to talk to people. Yada yada yada. These guys, then basically we was there talking for like 4 hours to the point the police drove past us, and I was like, I've had so much experience with the police. This is what's gonna happen. They drove past us as a warning. In 30 seconds, their car's going to go up to the top of the road, go around the corner, spin around, come back and they're gonna come out and talk to us. These two white guys are like, no, they weren't. The police have better things to do. The police are not like that. The police won't do. 30 seconds goes past, the car spins, goes around the corner, spins back round, parks are next to us, and the police officers hop out and go like, you guys know it's lockdown, right? We should fine you right now for being breaking and da. And so me and my friend stands behind me, and I stand behind these two guys, and then these two guys are going to talk to police officers and they're like, oh, sorry officer, you know how lockdown is. You put in a nice way possible, white people have a certain charm when they talk to police that they seem to get away with a lot more than us man
Because
do.
it's their brethren.
I said it's their kinfolk.
Your
It's their
age mates.
kinfolk.
It's your age mates.
Brother, it's facts.
No, honestly, fam, they're talking to us like, oh, sorry, officer, we just met these two guys. We don't even know them. We're not even friends like that. They just walking past. We'll head home now. Fam, the police officers was like, yep, go right, guys, go home, have a nice night. And the guy was like, see, no issue. I was like, see, you don't understand.
It was just
The
you and
fact,
your brethren.
fam, I was like, the fact that they even spun on me and her in the first place. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we was us two, we would have got fined and got arrested. The fact that I was then because then we then decided to walk to the station, and I was just talking to them like, this is daily life for man. Like, I get stopped going to work. I get stopped going to my mum's house. I get stopped going to the shop. I get stopped going to sneaky links. There's actually been times, bro. There's been times I've got trying to go get a sneaky link in obscure ends. There was one time in college I was going to link a girl who the man that will probably know is probably the first girl I moved to. I'm not saying her name because it
Oh,
actually be shame to me.
Lordy.
What, fam? I was on the train going to this girl's house. Got off the train at the station. Feds are there questioning me like man's doing county lines. Like, bro, this thing is actually a joke. I get stopped so many times. Alhamdulillah, I haven't been stopped this year so far. Touch wood, I hope I don't get stopped this year. But it's like, fam, it's actually so jarring. Like the microaggressions, the many things. It's like, why am I living in a world where I have to explain to people? Like, this is why I generally have the attitude that I do towards people. Why am I spending my life having to explain to you what makes me upset when it should be common knowledge that you doing it makes me upset? Like, I shouldn't need to explain that you stopping and searching me for without just cause is going to piss me off. Hence why I'm now shouting at you in the middle of the street. I shouldn't have to explain to you why singing niggas in Paris as a white person is going to piss me off. I shouldn't need to do them things, but I have to do them things. And it feels like an endless battle that is never going to be won, bruv. Actually fucking frustrating, fam.
Yeah. I feel like if we carry on, we're just gonna get even more angry.
Yeah, I think
The first
let's
one
go.
that
I've
Let's,
already taken my glass of Bailey's to go bed, fam. I'm making sure I chill out, fam, because I'm getting beaten.
well, honestly, like, yeah, it got a little bit serious at the end there. Obviously, it wasn't as cheerful at the end as it was for the first two topics, but honestly, like, it's just one of those things. Like, even like we could go into so much. We could talk about how life changed during the Black Lives Matter movement, how people was fake
Hey,
protesting. Listen,
Oh my
we
god.
all know, no names, but we all know a couple people whose parents call us monkeys and niggers in their sleep. Wow. Well, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going out with Glenn, Khalid, Rashid, Zach. Oh, you're going out with your black friends. They're ones where we can't come around their house because their parents will call us the N word, but we can't even talk
we
about
all
them
know a
ones.
couple people that got cheated on by a black person or got done dirty by a black person and took BLM out of their bio.
Oh, isn't that happened to Fly React?
Yep,
And
yep,
him and his Jesus.
yep. But honestly, with that one, it's been a good conversation with the man. Then once again, as always, this has been your Meat Gamers, me, Khalid, Glenn, Rashid, and we are thankful for our special guests, Mobs and Zach. Like, as always, we
Hello,
appreciate having
hello.
the man.
Listen.
We appreciate having the man them on. But yeah, so until next time, it's been the Meat Gamers. It's the Meat Gamers podcast, and yeah, love people, and we'll talk to you next time.
In a bit.
God bless.